Hey guys, happy Tuesday, and I'm happy to report I'm in better spirits today than I think I ended the day on yesterday. So, you know, it just kind of gets to be a lot sometimes, but I am out and about. Well, not really out and about. I'm in the parking lot at Target, and I'm getting ready to put my mask on, which is down here. I just got a new one, and I'm gonna run in and try to get some things that we were not able to get on our grocery pickup because they were out at the store we got our grocery pickup. Like, we were not able to get almond milk, and two of the people in our house exclusively eat that. Some bubbly that we didn't get, some tortilla chips. I'm almost out of conditioner, and etc. And my husband needs a bike helmet because he got a new bike during all this, but he needs to get a helmet. And then we're supposed to be going on bike rides with the kids. But anyhow, that's what I'm gonna run in and look for today. And then, yeah, I don't know what to do a day in the life. I think my brain just stopped for a minute. But our governor is supposed to be announcing later today what the plan is going forwards. My guess right now is that, because we're in Alabama, I think that they'll probably reopen the state May 15th. It'll be like a staggered thing, and it'll be like very minimal, and then I think there'll be stages, etc. That's my guess. I'll find out this afternoon because they're supposed to be making an announcement. It will not affect me at all because obviously the kids are out. Like, they're out of school. Their summer camp got canceled, and I am definitely gonna be out of work, off of work until at least June something, if not later. And I just have this nagging feeling, and I was talking to people about it in the comments of the video that I posted about, like, you know, what will it be like going forwards and all that. I really have a feeling that all of these states are gonna reopen for a short time period, and then what's probably gonna happen in the fall, even if we go back to school for a short time period, and I'm even kind of concerned they may not even go back to the classroom. We'll see. I mean, obviously states like New York, they're a lot worse off than we are. But I feel like even if they're able to go back for a short time, I feel like there's going to be a second wave of this. I don't see how there couldn't be. We'll see. I mean, obviously I'm not a science professional, and it doesn't help to speculate. So anyhow, I should be getting news of what at least the short-term future will look like later this afternoon. But back to the topic at hand right now, one thing at a time. I'm going to get our few things that we have on my little to-do list here. The kids have already gotten all their schoolwork done this morning, and I worked on like editing videos and uploading the video for today this morning. So that's what we were doing basically all morning long. And then they're watching Bambarina right now on Disney Plus, and so they're hanging out. My husband's working at home, but he's at a point where he could kind of pop in and out. So I'm gonna try to grab this stuff real quick and then get back to the house before he's got more conference calls this afternoon. And I'm hopefully gonna do the planet activity with them today, and I've got a couple just kind of hands-on activities that they can do. So that should be something fun that we can do around the house today. Also, I wanted to mention on the mask, because this has been like a week or so ago, like, I have some of these that we bought before our trip. These are like what you, I guess, would call surgical mask, or just a couple like ply, like just regular mask. And there was people in other countries commenting like, oh, you shouldn't use that, etc. And I wanted to just kind of say, like, so you knew when you're watching Americans' videos, like, Americans have a mask shortage right now. Any N95 masks, which people in other countries were saying that's all you should wear, like, there's a shortage of those in the US right now, so only medical people are allowed to wear those. It's starting to get better, but there for like a month, like, you weren't able to find masks anywhere. Now there's a lot of like people that have started hand making them, and people are just kind of making makeshift masks because a lot of places are requiring that you wear a mask to go in here. So I do think that the N95 mask will become more available, but especially at the time a couple weeks ago, there was nowhere that you could get them. So anyhow, it's different, I know, in every single location, but at least for here, I'm really glad that I got these when I did. I got them before a cruise, like just as a just in case item, and that's now what we're having to use now. We didn't have to use them on the cruise, but we're having to use them now. So right now I think it is still optional. I'm not entirely sure from my state. I know some states I've seen, because I get news for Illinois, I get news from Michigan, because, you know, we've lived both all those places. But I'm pretty sure it's optional for us to wear face coverings still in Alabama, but I think in Illinois it's mandatory now. And I think that maybe one of the things that our governor here in Alabama says today is that I think that they may make that a requirement to reopen. But anyhow, I'll find out later. But it's different from state to state. So if you're in a different country, you gotta remember there's like 50 states. Well, there's not like 50 states. There's 50 states in the United States, and it's really, really wide distance apart. So like each area is experiencing things like very, very differently. So like if you watch my vlogs versus someone that lives in New York versus someone that lives in Michigan versus someone that lives in Illinois, it's gonna be a little bit different in every single place because it's just so much distance apart. So anyhow, hopefully that makes sense. And then some of the Americans were confused by some of the people that I knew from just talking to them over the years were not in America, why they were commenting like only wear N95, because here it's pretty common knowledge that there's a shortage and only medical people can wear them. And so I tried to hopefully clear all that up. But I wanted to mention that for anyone that was watching in any location, just to mention it. Okay, I gotta get going inside so I can get our stuff and get back to the house. It is at least a nice, pretty day outside, so we're gonna be able to have some outside playtime today. It's always a good shopping trip when you can find Mickey bars. So, that was a successful trip. I got everything that was on my to get list. I've already put hand sanitizer on my hands, by the way. And it was an interesting trip because now everyone that works in the stores have masks. That was different from the last time I've been out the stores. Everyone that was in there working had masks on. And I would say about 90%, and I would say about 95% of the people that I saw shopping in there had masks on too, so that was a difference. I don't think it's required yet. They did announce the news because I heard people that were working there talking about it, about what we're supposed to do for our state, and I do think that we are extending through May 15th to a certain extent. I'm gonna go home and check the news. Obviously, like I said earlier, it really doesn't matter for me one way or the other because we've worked out this, you know, system where we do grocery pickup. We can actually get times now, and then I go get the fill-in items that we weren't able to get, like this run I just did. So that's working out okay. And then, you know, the kids and I really don't have to be anywhere because my work's closed, their school's closed. So, and those have like finite dates right now that extend way past May 15th. So, anyhow, it really doesn't matter to us whether it's May 1st or May 15th because that's only a 2 weeks difference. So that's fine. But I'm gonna go home and make sure the kids have got lunch, and I'll check the news, and then we'll finish the rest of our day. And one of the things that I got at Target while I was there, in the party section, they have these really super cute mini pinatas. So I got this cactus one when I was there. They also have a unicorn, a rainbow, and I believe a donkey. And then I got this llama when I was there the other day. So since my birthday is on Cinco de Mayo, and they're just kind of cute spring decorations anyways, I got these two to have out for decoration. I'm gonna actually hang this above Penguin's dog door. Hopefully he won't try to eat it. So we have this little hook that we put different decorations and wreaths and things like that over his little dog door. So I thought that would be cute over his dog door. And my Sephora order arrived, and this is from the Rouge spring sale. So I think it was like 20% off for Sephora Rouge members. And I got some items that are some of my favorites that I wear every day. So I'll share some of these with you to get all these out of the box so you can see them. So I got this Origins Ginseng Gel Moisturizer. This is my moisturizer that I use every day. It looks like they changed the packaging just a little bit, so that's interesting. But this main part of the packaging looks the same. I use this every single day on one of those cosmetic wedges that I get at Target, and I put this on. I also use the Ginseng Line Scrub, and I also use the Ginseng Line Toner. I just happened to stock up around Christmas, and I got 2 of everything. So I had 2 toners and 2 moisturizers and 2 of the face scrubs that I use in the shower. So I'm just now having to get a moisturizer, which I go through the quickest. And I actually think I have enough vitamins on hand because I don't use quite as much of that. I have 2 of those stowed back, and I'm barely through the first one. So I feel like I'm going to have enough of that for the whole year at this point. Oh, they added on to the packaging. That's pretty. So anyhow, I really like this Origins ginseng moisturizer. That's what I use. I'll probably try to do a Sephora Picks, either blog or video coming up, but these are some of my favorites where if you've watched me for a while, you know that I use these a ton. And then I use Buxom glosses pretty much exclusively. I just really like how they stay and how they fill my lips. This one's one of my favorites. This is Danny, and this is a really great kind of natural pinky pink. I also really like Elizabeth, and I like Dolly as well. And I sometimes stock up at Ulta just because they have a large range of shades in stock a lot of times. But obviously, since I'm not shopping in stores right now because all of our stores are closed, I ended up ordering this off Sephora. And you can see it just has a little bit of shimmer, which is nice. And then Tarte, I use sometimes their foundation as well, but I just really like the Poreless Primer. And it's a matte primer, and it goes on really, really smooth. And it's more like a clear gel. So instead of being like a cream or like, you know, kind of almost like an additional moisturizer, I really like this one because it's like a clear gel. So I use that. And even though they call this gel, it is like a cream. So that's kind of confusing. This one says gel, but it's like a cream. And this one is a primer, but it's like a gel. And so then the last thing is the Urban Decay All Nighter. I spray this on my face every single day, and it helps it stay all day long, especially with the IT Cosmetics foundation, which I'm still using right now, but when I'm working, the IT Cosmetics, it lasts all day long. It's really, really awesome. So this helps set the spray, and especially if you're in like a hot, humid climate like it will be this summer here in Alabama, or if you're someplace like Florida or visiting Florida or whatever, it really works well in those climates to kind of get your makeup on there and have it stay. So those are my picks from the Sephora Rouge sale. And these are, like I said, some of my favorites that I needed to replenish. So I should be stocked up somewhat for a little while. Although this is also the stuff I go through the fastest. So like the Buxom glosses, I'm probably going to need, once we go back to living life out in the world, I'll probably need to get a couple more of those. And then the moisturizer, that should hopefully last me about 2 months or so. So I'm finishing up some work in my office, and then we're gonna do a little science kind of craft slash activity. There's a video that we're gonna watch that goes with making planets and the different layers, and then we're gonna do that with some ornaments that don't have anything in them and some Play-Doh. So they're gonna make their own planets and put little layers, and then we're gonna do that. So this is the one upside to having a closet where you have a little bit of extra stuff stored in there and kind of some stuff stowed away, is that when I saw this on a video that actually the museum that I work at shared, I was like, oh, I know I have some of these. I just have to dig them out. So I'm gonna dig in my crazy closet here, which yes, is on my list of things to organize, but, oh, you know what? These may not work actually, just kidding. I'm gonna have to see if I can cut these in half, because the ones that they used in the video were ornaments and they opened in half. These don't open in half, I just realized that, but they're clear ornaments that I got at the dollar spot. And I'm trying to think, we used these for something and I don't remember what. I'm gonna see if I can cut them in half or not. They're plastic. But anyhow, the idea is if you have something that you can open up in half, the kids can simulate the different layers of the planet with Play-Doh and stick something in the middle, like a bouncy ball or a marble, whatever you're comfortable with. I didn't want to have either of those because I didn't want Penguin to get a hold of either of them. We're actually going to be using some of the homemade Play-Doh that Bella made yesterday, or some play foam, whatever they decide, for the center of these, and they can make their own planets. And they can see the different layers. So that's the plan. I'm gonna see if I can alter these to be used. I'm actually really hoping the dollar spot has these again. Oh, I know what I used these for. I had a couple of these and they were $3 in the Target dollar spot, and I actually at Christmas time made samples with the washer whiffs from Scentsy and put them inside. And I like tied a pretty bow on it and like pretty instructions on a little tag, and I gave that as a gift. So that's a great idea too, and it makes a cute little ornament. Here, I'll show you. Nothing like preparing for Christmas in almost May. So you could really do it with anything that you wanted. But this, I put these inside because they look like snow. These are washer woods, so you just use them in the washer. And I made ornaments out of these. So there's really a lot of things you can do. I always keep an eye out at the dollar spot at Target. I actually looked there today because I want a little like a tray to hold a bunch of different like spray, like body spritzes, and I want it to be kind of long and kind of oval. They had something that was close, but I'm gonna see if I can find something that's a little bit more neutral whenever Home Goods opens back up. And if not, I'll get the dollar spot one. It had an anchor on it. It looks very like summery or nautical, which I was wanting to use in my office, which my office doesn't really have like a nautical theme. I mean, I guess I could, you know, make it work, but I wanted to try to find something that was silver, you know, or gray to kind of go with this stuff. But anyhow, we'll see if we can try to make these work, and we'll share what we come up with. So this is working, but I think definitely the already half open ones would be a lot safer. So I first squished it down to kind of relieve some of the tension, and then I poked a hole with a screwdriver, and then now I'm just cutting the hole out. But it is going to be like a, you know, it's like a plastic edge, kind of like plastic packaging. So I'm just going to tell my kids to be careful. But if you can get the ones that are half open already, that's probably optimal. So I went and got my craft scissors, which just have a little bit more precision cutting on the edge of them. And that worked really well. So I just poked a hole and then was able just to cut it out right around. And actually the edges aren't too bad now that they're cut. So we are going to get our supplies out. I actually have all of the Play-Doh over here. Move that over there. And I just got a number of different colors. And then this is the homemade Play-Doh that Isabella made the other day. Yay! And then they can also, I think it'd be cool to put play foam in the center as like their core, but I'm gonna let them choose and pick whatever they want to pick for their core. We've got everything set up over here waiting for Natalie to come in. I'm gonna have them watch a short video. It's only a few minutes long, and then they're gonna make their little Play-Doh planets. And then you push it around the edges like that. So then you have a blue layer, a purple layer, and then whatever your inside layer is. Yeah. And then you pick your core. Isabella's gonna have a green layer, and then whatever the next colors are that she picks. Too. What would you name your planet, Natalie?
And we could. So what I was thinking is we could call it Aries.
Aries.
Yeah.
Isabella, what would you name your planet?
Aphrodite.
All right. We're having baked potatoes for dinner, and those just go in the microwave. They're like pre-wrapped, and you just put them in the microwave for about 5 to 6 minutes per potato, and they're literally called potate-OH. We get those at Walmart on our grocery pickup order, and they work out pretty well. We just get 2 and then cut them in half. This makes for a quick and easy dinner that everyone likes. We just cut these in half, and then there's half for the adults and half for the kids. And we put cheese, and then the laundry's done. Cheese and sour cream and hot potato and bacon bits on there as well. So we just load them up with sour cream and cheese and some bacon bits, and everyone has their own thing that they like. Like Natalie likes cheese on hers, Isabella doesn't, so we just kind of have everyone's orders that they normally do here. So that is about it for our evening. We are wrapping it up, and I am getting ready to help put the kids to bed, and I'm going to do some vlogging and work on my computer. We've been watching the show on Disney Plus, I believe, called Brain Games, and it's actually really good. We started with the newest season, and it had Keegan from Key and Peele as the host. It was really fun, so we actually decided to go back and watch the earlier ones. And it came from, I think, the Nat Geo channel, and then that's how it ended up on Disney Plus. So it was kind of a different format before Disney took it over, but it's still really interesting. So we've been watching that at night, and it's been interesting to see like all the little brain tricks on there, and kind of just, I don't know, it's just interesting to watch. So if you like kind of, well, literally brain games, but like to know like how like tricks work, like magic tricks and stuff like that, if you find that stuff interesting, you might like that. So that's what we've been watching tonight recently. No, we have not watched Tiger King. We probably will not. I don't know. We don't do shows like that. What we were watching before Brain Games, we watched Agent Carter. And then before that, we were watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And we really like shows like, I'm trying to think. We've watched, I think, most of the seasons or shows of Elementary, Lucifer. And so like, kind of like those kind of where you have to figure out something while the show is going. That's just what we tend to like to watch in the night. But anyhow, and it's been nice because since I'm not working during, well, I mean, I'm working like on my like YouTube stuff or whatever, but I'm not at work during the day, so I can shift some of that editing and stuff that I normally would do at the night, so I can actually watch stuff from time to time now, which is nice. Anyhow, I wanted to share these. These, hopefully you can see. I don't know if you're going to be able to see or not. They're super, super comfy pajama pants. I'm actually wearing a different pair right now in a purple. This came in a 4 set from Costco, and I haven't been doing food hauls. You probably haven't noticed, but I haven't been doing food hauls, and I haven't been showing Costco. One, because I'm doing it on the weekends, and my filming flipped, because now I'm filming during the week, and I'm kind of taking the weekends off. But I also kind of didn't feel right filming food right now, just because it's kind of like a turbulent time with food, and like for a while there was like stock shortages, even for us there was, and you know, I just want to be mindful that I know some people may be having issues with it and being able to get it on their own, either finding it or affording it. And it's kind of a touchy topic right now. And actually, right when this first started, people were like kind of like going back to my older food vlogs, and they were like, oh, it must be nice. Like, and like, you know, stores don't look like this now, type of thing. And so I just was like, I'm just going to kind of like pump the brakes on those types of vlogs for a little while. So I don't even think anyone's noticed, because no one's commented that they're not going. I think you guys are enjoying the day in the life, which is awesome because they're good for me too. But anyhow, I may at some point do those, but I'm trying to share like our meal plan and stuff like that in the regular vlogs. Long story short, the reason why I brought that up is because like anytime I go to Costco, I haven't really, I don't think, been sharing what we got. Although I think one week I went during the week. Anyhow, they have these 4-pack of pajamas. So it comes with a shorts, and it comes with the pants, and it comes with then like 2 tops that are in the same tone. And one's a tank top, which I'm super hot natured, so that's really good. And then one's like a regular like sleep shirt. And I have the purple, I have the gray and the pink, and I think there's a navy, maybe one more, but at least a navy. They're very, very comfortable, and they're on sale right now for $14.99 for 4 pieces, which is crazy for pajamas. I think that's a really good deal. So I wanted to give a shout out. If you have a Costco membership, and obviously if you have to go in for other things, you might just cruise by the women's pajamas. I happened to just walk past them one day on my way out, and I thought, oh, I'll try those. And they're fantastic. So I ended up getting another set when I was there last. And as I've been going through my closet, I need to do a video on it, but as I've been going through my closet and getting out the different things that I've outgrown in more ways than one, I got rid of some pajamas too, and I'm really hot natured when I sleep, so these pajamas are really good for hot natured people because they're not too heavy. Anyhow, I just wanted to give that a shout out. We'll be back for some more vlogs later this week. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the vlogs, and let me know if there's any other types of videos that you want me to do. I'll just be sharing different things along, different hauls, and what's going on with us. And I'll see you in another video very soon. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.